Hello. Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. We are going to be in this live masterclass that is going to last 25 minutes. The title is Are You Financially Comfortable But You Are Not Living Your Purpose? Live masterclass. Or God Financial Comfort but Lack of Purpose? Live masterclass now. We are going to wait just a couple of minutes to give some room for more of you to arrive. Thank you for being here already. Yes, it's gonna be in English, in case that wasn't clear. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be profound. It's gonna be cosmic and really earthy at the same time, or really grounded and really visionary at the same time. And as I said, it's gonna start in a couple of minutes. And I'm gonna say though, what are the things that we are gonna cover? First, for those of you staying for the live masterclass, you're gonna receive a gift that many others pay more than 416 euros for it, and it's gonna be yours for free just for being here. It's actually more, but that's the minimum. And what we are gonna cover is we are gonna discover your purpose with more than 100% clarity. You're going to discover an exercise that you can do and even share with others. And actually, you can do it for your whole life, but also for your business, for your career, for your relationship with your special one or your special ones. If you have more than one, no judgment about any preference. You can apply it to your home. You can apply it to any aspect in your life where you want to really know what is your purpose. Although today we are going to focus in your overall purpose in your life and how to know that with 100% clarity, actually more than 100%. We are also going to discover why without purpose, nothing is and will never be enough. And in a way, I think I was doubting, is this even necessary? Or we are all aware that that's the case. But we are going to explore it as well so we become more aware. And so the hunger to make this happen becomes stronger and more solid. Hello, everyone arriving right now. We are going to start in a couple of minutes. I was just welcoming, saying the title of today's special masterclass, live masterclass, which is God Financial Comfort, but lack of purpose? Or are you financially comfortable but you are not living your purpose? And I was saying, what are the main topics that we are going to cover? So, as I said, you're going to receive a gift by being here until the end, valued that many others pay more than 416 euros for it. We are going to discover how to clarify our purpose in a way that we know it's more than 100% clear that is our sacred direction. That's what we came to this world to do with our lives, not only for ourselves, but also to contribute as much as we came to do. We are going to discover why without purpose nothing is and will never be enough. We are going to discover also how to turn every excuse, pain, trauma, or fear into your personal, also stress, into your personal guru, to come back to your purpose and to live now the life of your dreams. And I'm saying these things and it's like, wow, this is a lot. Just one of these topics would be enough. But we are going to cover all of that in 25 minutes or so. What else? We are going to discover the hidden secret, and this is maybe the most exciting for me because it's in a way new to me. It's not new. I know it. The other day I was here with a friend who's been my student as well, and I was sharing with her my latest discovery, and she's like, "Well, but you told me that many years ago." And I'm like, "Really?" I kind of forgot in between, and I'm gonna share it today more clear than I have never shared it before. And we are gonna, as I said, discover the hidden secret that blends spiritual realization with achievement and success in this world, which is maybe the most exciting part for me. So, again, thank you for being here. Thank you to this platform for allowing us to connect. And I value a lot that you are here spending your time with me, whether you are in the live emission or in the recording. And I promise I have the intention that this becomes absolutely transformational and eye-opening, and maybe some of the best 25 minutes or most valuable 25 minutes of your life. And that's my honest and humble intention. Outrageous maybe as well, but humble, and I'm gonna do my best to fulfill that intention. And so, why? What is my right to speak about this? And I'm gonna share a little of my story, but within that story, part of one of the key secrets to uncover all this potential. Um, so again, thank you for being here, and let's do it. So the story behind this live masterclass and all this amazing value that you are already gonna start receiving right now, it's when I was only 3 years old. uh, like many children, I hadn't forgotten fully of my cosmic uh, nature. And I say cosmic nature because it's not even democratic or what do you believe. You are made of stars. And it's not only a beautiful sentence, it's the fucking truth. Sorry. Whenever I say fucking means underline truth, like bold truth. It is the an a strong, solid truth that you are made of the atoms around you. You are exchanging atoms with the universe with every breath. And even every time you go to the toilet, and with all the micro sweating that we experience throughout the day, your atoms are changed fully in your body in 1 year, every year. Your heart is beating 100,000 times per day or so without you even asking for it once. You are breathing unlimited air. At least for now, it doesn't belong to any corporation. The supply. It's all like Einstein said. You can see everything like nothing is a miracle, or like everything is a miracle. And it seems like he decided to look at all of it like if it was all a miracle. I'm seeing two screens, and I look way more handsome in this one. I think the light is maybe here is a bit better. Anyway, this light is better. Um, okay. If I don't look handsome enough, I am more handsome. My mind is saying that is not helping, but it's done. Uh, and I think in a way, this laughter, this genuine laughter, comes so naturally when we are really engaged with life in a meaningful way. And so when I was 3, back to the story, I was connected like you, like any children at that age, or at least almost each children in the world, with this magic and this purpose and this drive that comes naturally. We haven't learned how to stop it and how to slow it down. And there was this guy who was 25 years old or 22 maybe, but to me was like he was super old. And he asked me, "How old are you, Lotto?" And I answered, "I am millions of years old." And he was like, "What?" And I meant it. I don't know where that answer was coming from, but I meant it. And then he asked me, "No, but what's your age?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm 3." and and I say this because it's not only me, it's so common that children are still aware of their cosmic nature. We just forget. But that we forget doesn't mean that we are not. We are still made of stars. We are still exchanging magically atoms, magically or physically, but we are both exchanging our infrastructure with the universe all the time. And fast forward, I start to forget, like possibly all of you, all of us, most humans on the planet, maybe 99.99999 forget, if not all. And when I was 13, it got tough. I really didn't know how to be happy and keep growing up. And the world seems to agree that I needed to grow up. And the more I tried to fit in this world that wasn't loving enough, wasn't kind enough, wasn't sensitive enough, at least not to compare to my nature, the more I disconnected from myself and the more I suffered. And the hunger for this call comes from that suffering at that time, from every piece of suffering until that moment, and especially from that. Fast forward again, 3 years later, my mom knows half of the mess of what I'm doing with my life, including taking drugs and selling drugs and taking bad grades. And she knows half of it, but she feels that she is unable to take care of me in a healthy way for myself and for herself, and decides to send me 13,000 kilometers away. Actually, to be with my father, who used to live in a holistic therapist community in Cordoba, Argentina. And because of the trip and the change of situation and being surrounded by other conscious leaders, I didn't have that term at the time, but people who were having more attention and more clear intention and more aligned actions, which is part of what I teach today. And also because I received like 31 therapies in 28 days. The fact is that in a couple of weeks, I was so at ease that I had what you have probably experienced as well, at least Abraham Maslow, the author of the Pyramid of Maslow. You're familiar with him, right? More or less, but you have heard of it. He also came up with the word peak experience, or the concept peak experience. And I had one of those. All others call it flow or being in the zone. And in those 2 seconds that lasted that experience, I realized that that experience of fulfillment, that experience of presence, this experience of spaciousness and where everything seems to be in sync, I knew that experience from when I was a little kid. Nothing has changed outside, but everything has changed inside. And maybe if I became focused enough, I will find a way to live like that. And if I will find a way, I will share it with as many people as possible. And that's why I'm here right now today. And I've been doing this professionally for 17 years now, since I was 23 until today. Do the maths if you want to guess my age. Cool. So how is that related to you, and what is the secret there? The secret is that you already know that experience from when you were a little kid, and also based on Abraham Maslow, you have experienced that sense of fulfillment in spite of anything happening around. And that sense of sync and flow and being in the zone and hyper productivity with no effort or no friction almost. And so it's not about learning from someone else, not from me, not from anyone, how to be that or be in that state, but it's only how to remember. Remember. Socrates, I studied philosophy in college, and then also Gestalt psychology in philosophy in Barcelona, Gestalt psychology in Argentina, then became a monk of a practice of meditation after meditating for some years. And I taught meditation for many years to thousands of people. But anyway, in philosophy, Socrates, we were told he instead of telling his students what was right, he would ask questions like today's coaching in a way, because he believed the wisdom was already inside of you. And I agree with Socrates, and that he was more like the birth giver or the helper with the birth, the moment of birth of any human. So the teacher was that one asking the right questions and sharing the right insights for the student to remember the wisdom that was already inside. So that's the first secret. The wisdom is already inside. I know it's even a cliche. You have heard this thousands of times. It's the fucking truth, or the bold truth. Now, it wasn't until many years ago, until 2013, that I came up with this term called clarity of desire, which is how to discover your purpose with more than 100% clarity in less than 10 minutes. And for that, I may share the framework, but I'm also going to include it in the gift, the 416 euros gift that I'm going to give you all. So I was teaching meditation and realizing some people will have a spectacular experience and some people almost nothing at all. And so I realized that everyone having a spectacular experience and results, they have a strong clarity of what they wanted. And that clarity was connected with hunger. And that's how I developed this concept so I could teach more effectively. I'm obsessed with making it as efficient as possible for my students forever. And so then I put that exercise in my book, Happiness is Easy. And that's going to be an extra bonus that I wasn't expecting to give. But every one of you sending me a DM in this channel, I will send you a copy of my book, Happiness is Easy. Oh no, damn it. The book is in Spanish. I can I have a translation, but it's not finished yet. So anyway, if you send me a DM, I will have you in a white list. I can send you the unfinished translation, or I can have you in a waiting list, and as soon as it's finished, then I send you the brand new copy of it. Sorry, I don't even realize which language I'm using most of the time. I put the thing that was coming from the story, I put that exercise in the book, but then I've been refining it from the last few years, and the way I'm going to give it in that 416 euros gift is going to be the most refined version, and I'm going to be able to tailor make for you. But before the end of the session, I also say exactly how to do it, so you can do it on your own, even if you don't want to receive the gift. And the thing is, until you don't have 100% plus clarity, it's like there is a part of you that wants to go towards that, and there is a part of you that doesn't want to go towards that. So there is this conflict and this friction, and then it's impossible to be truly driven. And it's even more impossible to be consistently driven, consistently feeling alive and filled with meaning every day of your life. Like you can, for sure you can, like when you were a child. So with this exercise, you are going to be able to get into that every time you remember. And with another one of the secrets, you are going to be able to turn everything that distracts you and makes you divert or turn around and run away into a reminder to come back to that purpose. So that's the second secret, how to discover your purpose with 100% clarity in less than 10 minutes. And I'll give you the framework in the gift and before ending the session. The third secret, the first one was you have your answers already within you. connecting with that when you were a baby, when you were a child, and you are just remembering. The second is how to remember that in less than 10 minutes, not the state, but the direction, the clear direction. The third one is why without purpose nothing is and will never be enough. And I'm pretty sure if you are financially comfortable means you have achieved many things that you wanted and now you have them. And we all have this experience in spite actually of our financial success, but even more when we have more success, where you achieve something that was really, really even beyond your dreams in a way at some point, and then a couple of hours later or days later, maximum weeks later, if it's something expensive like a real estate or like a car, it's like actually really often within minutes or hour you are already okay. What is the next thing? And that's the key. It's our direction, our purpose. It's what makes us driven, what makes us alive. It's the life itself discovering its own potential through us or in us. That's what it's enough. It's to be filled with enthusiasm. In ancient Greek, enthusiasm comes from entheos asmos, uh, drunk of God, drunk of divinity, enthusiastic, filled with this feeling towards life and what you are doing, and you're giving your best and doing it for a thing that it's a calling that makes sense, that is meaningful, not only for you, but for everything that matters to you. So the purpose is not even the goal. The goal is the perfect carrot for you, and the purpose is the path itself and the becoming and the unleashing and discovering your potential. And so without that engagement with life, nothing has meaning, because our nature is not that success gives us happiness, but the other way around. I wrote about this in my book, but also based on the research of many, many other um, academics studying happiness and researching it in a scientific way. But we all know that when we achieve something, it's not meaningful anymore. We need to go for the next one so often, because it's that becoming, that discovering our potential, that giving the best of ourselves to this moment and to this moment and to this moment and to this moment. That's what it's enough. Only that is enough. And for that, you need a compelling direction to follow. And that is your clarity of desire. Uh, so that's the third secret. The fourth, is that the third? Yeah. The fourth is how to turn every excuse, pain, trauma, and fear, and stress, when it's more stress than you want, into your personal guru to come back to your purpose and to live now the life of your dreams. And we are getting closer to the end. A few minutes left still, but two more secrets or one more secret and the gift. So every time we feel contraction, pain, trauma, fear, my method, my proprietary method is called fear hacking. So we explore fear as well a lot. But every fear is just contraction. Every stress that is too much is contraction. Every trauma is contraction. Every negative emotion is contraction. And those are typically what we use to divert from our focus, from our intention, from our purpose. But we can train ourselves to just, every time I feel contraction, I take it as a reminder to come back to alignment. I take it as a reminder to come back to my clarity of desire. I take it as a reminder to come back to my clarity of desire and to take the most loving, congruent, powerful action that I can take right now to move in that direction. Just the most powerful, loving action I can take to move in that direction. And And then boom, you got it. Exactly what used to make you go away from the most meaningful thing, it can become just with training and habit. Is a muscle. Science has proven that it takes from 18 to 254 days of repetition to build a new habit. Even if it was 254 days, it's less than a year. And then you are trained forever to turn contraction into a reminder to come back to alignment, to purpose, and to live now the life of your dreams. And the key to live now the life of your dreams is one, take the most loving action towards what you truly want, your clarity of desire. And the second part is the um, fifth secret, right? Yeah, the fifth secret, which is the hidden secret that blends spiritual realization with achievement and success in this world. And is this concept. Listen up. So far, valuable, insightful. I know if you've been in personal growth for more than 10 years, as I expect, not much of this is really new, but it's the combination that makes it irrefutable, or more than irrefutable, unstoppable. Like it works 100% of the times, no exception. The last secret is what I call infinite help. Is that every time it's not easy to come back to your purpose, or that's pretty easy, but to come back to supporting or moving towards it with maximum love, just because you are not in the mood, because you are contracted, because you are in fear, because you are in pain, because trauma is coming up, because something has gone wrong in the business or in work or in what your spouse or someone important in your life, or your body and your health. Then you turn around and you ask, or you open yourself up to infinite help. To realizing, as I said before, that even when you want to do things on your own, you never do. That's an illusion of the limited ego. Everything that you do, everything that you experience is with infinite help, or at least with tons and tons of help. There is trillions of cells in your body helping you experience what you are experiencing right now in this very moment. Watching this, whether it's live or recording. You are also connected to the air, limitless supply of air and oxygen. Your lungs working on their own. Your atoms that comes from stars. Maybe you have atoms that were part of dinosaurs millions of years ago. Or maybe part of the body of Christ, or Eckhart Tolle, or Buddha, or Tony Robbins, or whoever is your hero, Nelson Mandela, Gandhi. You are never doing anything on your own. And I would like you to right now breathe from head to toes. Come on, breathe with me. And now from toes to head. Ah. Or vice versa. From toes to head. And vice versa. Ah. And now breathe and expand your energy beyond your body to the space below your body and to the space above your body. And in that glimpse of allowing your energy to go beyond your body, realize that you are connected to everything, that you are a piece of this universe, one verse. You are either everything, if you have an experience of being consciousness, or you are just one piece connected with absolutely everything. So opening yourself up to infinite help is being open to help, to the invisible help, to the physical help of calling someone and asking for what you need, to the help of a smoothie to give nutrition to your body, or weights to ignite the strength in it. And if you ask for infinite help, which requires humbleness and boldness and deservedness, but then you are unstoppable. You know exactly what you want, 100% clear. You know that the only thing you need to do is take the next most loving action towards that. And every time it's not easy, you ask for infinite help so you can come back to flow, to alignment and to flow. And now you are master of your life. And you can inevitably live your purpose more and more every day you live in this planet, maybe even after. Now, the gift, as I said, you just need to send me a DM and you'll receive this gift valued at 416 euros. And the gift is going to be a full training for free, completely for free, no strings attached, to create your clarity of desire, to see, turn it into a meditation. The clarity of desire, really, the framework is you just do a brainstorm and you write until you know if what's in the paper will become your reality. But before I finish, it's not going to make sense if you don't do it. And I'm afraid that some of you are going to be like, that's another exercise. That's it, another brainstorm. And you are going to miss the point. The point is, if you actually do this and you continue until what's written, if it became your reality, you will be more than 100% thankful. Then there is a click, a shift in your brain, and it's like, and it's like you feel completely like if you were a child and you are again enthusiastic and again drunk of divinity or drunk of life. It's like, and now every cell of your being wants to go in that direction. Now there is no inner conflict. And that's it. Now, for those of you receiving the gift, just send me a DM, that's it. And say, I saw this masterclass, and you'll get the gift from myself and from my assistant. And you'll be also guided to polish that, to turn it into a meditation so it's easy to come back to it in every moment of your life throughout your day. You also will explore what are the main fears or inner blockages that are stopping you the most, and how to turn those inner blockages into more energy and more fuel to come back to alignment and to come back to loving, aligned action, and therefore to become lovingly, fluidly unstoppable, and be able to come back to being in the zone, in peak experience, in flow, whenever you want for the rest of your life, and know for sure that you are living your purpose now and now and now and now, and every time you want, every time you remember and you choose to. That's it. We are finished. I'm going to just stay here for a few more minutes answering a couple of questions, but that was the 25 minutes or so. It was more like 30. We started 5 minutes later than. So yeah, 30 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you, please, for sharing this with anyone you feel can be also inspired by this, especially for humans like us that are financially comfortable but not living our purpose and feeling like we are lacking meaning. Again, as a recap, what we cover is why you already know how to do this, and it's more about remembering. And this is not something small. This is so important because it's way more difficult to learn something that you don't know than to actually just remember something and bring it to the surface and to the day-to-day life. Then how to be 100% clear of what is your purpose or your sacred direction. And third, why without purpose nothing is and will never be enough. Fourth, how to turn every excuse, every pain, trauma, fear, stress or excessive stress into a personal guru that brings us back to our purpose and to live now the life of our dreams. And the hidden secret that blends spiritual realization and achievement and success in this world, which is this infinite help that allows us to come back from this flow state to taking action. And when you take action congruent with a purpose, with a goal, you progress, obviously. And when every time you are stuck, every time it's difficult, you can come back to flow easily with this infinite help, which requires humbleness. Then you can master both spiritual realization of becoming more and more one with this infinite help that anyway is here all the time. Even when you are miserable, you are doing that with infinite help, or at least with help of trillions of cells and everything in this universe. One question is, are you sure there is no strings attached to the gift? No, there is no strings attached. Of course, some people that receive the gift really, really like what they get, and they are like, okay, I would love your support to build that habit for those maximum 254 days. So this sticks with me for the rest of my life. And if we both feel that's a good fit and it's really, really going to be awesome for both of us, then we can speak about it and maybe agree to do that. But the session is designed to be extremely valuable on its own. And I have so many cases of people, most of the people that do the session, they don't engage with more than that. And they still find it super, super valuable, super insightful. And some of them message me months or even years later. I spoke the other day with a guy that I met a couple of years ago in Bali, and still told me that session, that just one session, helped me so much to be clear on my sacred direction. And there is so much of that that has become a reality, and even more than I expected. Because, of course, the work, we all do it ourselves with infinite help. But the direction is only you who can choose it. Nothing in the universe, not even God, can choose your direction, because He has given us, if you believe it exists, it has given us freedom to choose, and we choose our direction. Nothing else, maybe. Once you are present enough or with enough attention and you choose your intention, your direction, the action comes through. If you are in enough relaxed and present state, the action just comes through in a graceful, creative, enthusiastic way. Another question: how much is the training after that? Okay, I normally don't have this question, but there is different tickets. First, I want to say I think building this habit is worth all the gold in the world. If I was asked a million and I hadn't found the way, I will say yes. The maximum price it's 90K in euros. Another ticket is 30K. The most common is 10K, 10,000 euros. But even because, besides this being one of my businesses, it is my mission. We even have an NGO where we pay people in financially poor countries to get this and other educations to empower themselves. We actually give them scholarships, not only the education, but the resources so they can put the time and the effort into educating and empowering themselves. And there is even a smaller ticket that it's only 1K, so 1997. So really, although if you are here, this masterclass is especially for you if you are already financially comfortable, but still no one is gonna be missed out because of a money thing, because money is super important, and yet it's not the most important thing. And this is, yeah, in one way or another, available for anyone. And I think that covers what is the price of the training afterwards. One more question. Can you go a bit deeper into this infinite help concept? Sure, this will be the last one, I think. I mean, it's that simple, really. The challenge is the humbleness. What I mean with this is that, so let's say I'm stuck. For example, the other morning, I woke up And like many mornings, I don't know if you are a morning person or a night person or something in between, but I'm a night person. So when I wake up in the morning, really often before my coffee, I have this sense of gremlins in my brain, and it's uncomfortable. And I don't like it. And some days it's worse than others. And this particular morning wasn't nice. And I remember, oh, you are teaching this thing of infinite health. Apply it. And so sometimes it's just being aware, oh, I have infinite help. And only with that is like I relax more, I chill more, and I get into a more creative and flow state. And that's nice, even for the ego. That feels like, oh, I got it. But sometimes no, sometimes the stuckness, the contraction inside is stronger. And I actually need to physically ask for help. Maybe it's a smoothie, maybe it's putting music, maybe it's dancing, maybe it's doing weights or any workout. But maybe it's actually asking for help to another physical human. And asking for help is not easy for the ego, but really is just asking for help. It's just saying, hey, I want to share what is going on. Or, hey, can you help me with this? And that humbleness is so beautiful and it's so important for spiritual realization. It really is so important for success in this world as well. For me, one crazy example is my team is really small. And so when I think about more than 500,000 humans in the same team or organization, like in Amazon, I'm like, wow, that is letting yourself be helped, taken to another level. But if you think about it, I did another video just on infinite help. You can, I think that was in Spanish. Anyway, the point is we are always receiving infinite help, and I think the greater is the impact that you want to have, the more obvious it becomes you cannot do it on your own. So if you have a business and you have a team, or if you don't have a business but you are in a team of soccer or volleyball or whatever, or any other, you know that there is things that can be achieved in a team that only in a team can be achieved, and that's with help. And the more humble we are, the more easy it is to connect with thankfulness, with gratitude. And if you see it that way, gratitude and infinite help and infinite abundance are the same. if you are if you are open to infinite help, then you are open and connecting with infinite abundance. And I think the extreme again is when we were babies and we were letting others do everything for us. And many people will say, yeah, but we were babies. They were doing it for us because you were allowing it as well. And as we grow up, we become less and less good at allowing others to help us. When we are genuinely humble and thankful for the help, so often, if not always, there is someone, and if not someone, something happily willing to help us. And even giving others purpose, at least for a moment. There is this strong quote that is the key to living is giving. And the more we let ourselves be helped by the whole universe, the more love and energy and resources we have to help others with maximum love. And the more we help others with maximum love in a clear direction, the more success we have in this world. And when it's really aligned with love, the more spiritual self-realization we have as well. So thank you so much for watching. That was all for today. If you haven't yet, send that DM right now to receive your 416 euros gift. Actually more, but that's the minimum that many others pay for it. and devour your fears, your excuses. Follow yourself, follow your gut, and live your purpose. Live the life you dream. Be the change you want to see in your life and in the world.